Hello and welcome to Tech It Out. I think the audio quality there isn't quite up to standard. Let's see what we can do about that then, shall we? As you heard in the introduction there, my little Olympus dictaphone here, digital recorder, is not quite up to the quality that we need for recording audio for YouTube. You may think it's just the speaker on the back, but even when I transfer the files over to my main PC, it's exactly the same. The distortion is terrible. I'm not sure what's happened to it, but it'd be okay for general recording, for study notes or something, but for broadcast quality, it's not going to be any good anymore. Now, the reason I need a new digital recorder is I'm beginning to put together a second channel. Hopefully it'll start up in a couple of weeks, which will involve a lot of recording outside of the studio. So I need something to replace this little Olympus. So we're going to have a little unboxing now to actually see what it is I've bought to replace it. So here it is. I've already cut the tape off the box. It was delivered yesterday. It came from a store called Currys in the UK. And you may be able to see already through the plastic, it's a Sony version. So if I just get my little craft knife out and we'll release it from its plastic. Now, I don't usually like doing jump cuts, I like to record all in one go, but there was some personal information on the sheet in that package. So here is the product then. It's a Sony ICD PX470. It's a digital audio recorder, 4 gigabytes. And it's got micro SD card, so I can increase that amount up to, I believe, 32 gigabytes, possibly 64. Got built-in USB 2, comes with batteries, 2 AAAs, and it's a stereo microphone, which I wanted particularly. You can utilize this in many different ways. You can use it as just a straightforward single person mic for doing interviews, or even in a crowd. You just change the settings. We'll come to that when we open the box. On the side then, linear PCM recording, scene select, clear voice, and battery life indicator. And on the back it just says S mic system, and it gives you the various options there, and automatic level adjustment as well. So it increases or decreases the level of recording automatically for you. You don't have to worry about it. So let's get this unpacked then. My trusty little craft knife, but it's safe over there so it doesn't fall on my foot and send me once again to the hospital. And get this opened up and slid out. So just a bit of plastic there. You've got the main unit, and then a box full of warranty and quick start guides and information. Off to the drawer of obscurity with that. And then we have the main unit itself. So if I just release it from its packaging and get rid of that out of the way, and here we have it. Just take off the screen cover. So here's the main unit itself then. Now let's go around the controls. On the side there you've got hold and power. Useful because if it's in your pocket or bag or whatever, you don't want it switching on. You have to actually press and hold this for 3 seconds to activate it. Little lanyard connection there. On the bottom you have the it's a type A USB connector which slides out. Then on the other side you've got your micro SD card slot, your volume controls up and down, the stereo microphones, and then on the very top you've got your headphone socket and external microphone socket, which I will be using because I'll be using the lanyard that I have on at the moment It's Audio Technica, and I find it's probably the best quality microphone that I've ever bought. I've never done a review of it. I should do, really. Anyway, back to the Sony. You've got your stop button and record button, of course, your controls for forward, back and so forth, a back button for the menus, T-mark button, and your option button, DPC button. So let's switch this on. And it's booting up. So now we need to go into the menu, I believe, and set up the date and time. So recording settings, playback settings, common settings, LED, you can increase the brightness, beep, but I'm going to turn that off. Language, it's already set to English. Date and time, so set the date and time, and it's already set, so that's fine. Obviously it was set at factory. So let's go back, and then you got the date and time format and time display, 12 hour to 24 hour. Go back up to that menu. Let's go through the rest of the menus while we're here. You got your auto power off menu there, your complete reset, available recording time, system information, and then you go back to the LED. So just check the auto power off time. It's for 10 minutes. I'm going to take that down to 5 minutes, I think. Because if it's not being used for 5 minutes, you should power off and save the battery. Let's go back and have a look at what other menus are there. Got your playback memory, clear voice, easy search, play mode, playback range. And then you have your recording settings, recording folders, create a folder, scene select, recording mode. So there you can record in the various quality. So I'm going to set that to the highest quality, LPCM. Built-in mic sensitivity, focused wide, and you can change that, as I said, only active when built-in microphone is active. So focus wide. So what this does is, if you're using it just on your own, you can have it focused on your own voice, or you can have it wide on several voices. Let's go back. External input settings. So if you've got your other microphone plugged in, you can't do much with it at the moment, but you can adjust the settings for the internal sensitivity and so on. That's what the external sensitivity. Recording filters, VOR, so that automatically records when it starts hearing you speaking. So it cuts out all the spaces between your voice, basically. Won't be using that much. Auto track marks, and back to the top. So that's the general settings. There we have back to record, record itself, recorded files, so you can go to the folders. There's nothing of course in there at the moment. And then you've got a music option as well, so you can play MP3s through your headphones if you want to. So that's it all set up. Let's have a little look now what it actually sounds like when it's recorded. Hello and welcome to Tech It Out. Hello and welcome to Tech It Out. So it's a little quiet there. Your volume control on the side. I'm going to turn the volume up. Hello and welcome to Tech It Out. I think you'll agree it sounds a lot better even on the puny little speaker that's built in than the old one. And I don't know if you could notice there, but it was picking up quite a bit of sound from the background as well. So very, very sensitive microphone. A little bit more work for me in post, but that's quite easy to take out background noises. And here's a little recording from the Sony itself. I thought you might like to hear what it sounds like. I'm not going to edit this at all in post, so you can see what it sounds like raw. I'm holding the unit about 9 inches to a foot away from my mouth at the moment. If I put it at arm's length, This is what it sounds like at arm's length in standard settings. And this is the second test recording, this time with the lavalier mic plugged in. So there we have it then, my new Sony, it's the ICD PX470, and if you want to buy it, you can buy it from Amazon, I believe. I think it's about £40 at the moment, and I know it's definitely £40 in Currys UK at the moment. And I had a choice of this or a Zoom, I think it's a H1, and this is a lot smaller and much more compact to fit in my pocket and just have the lanyard mic coming out of it to my helmet for my new channel when I start filming. There we go, that's the Sony digital audio recorder. Again, thank you for watching.